name's Aubrey and we're going to be doing a HIIT workout today. So grab a mat or a towel if you want, because we're going to be doing some exercises on the ground. Other than that, let's get started in a second. And we're going to start with a warm-up. So come on out, we're going to do some jumping jacks. For the warm-up, we want to make sure that we're getting our heart rate going, get all of our muscles warmed up, but you do not want to be out of breath. So just like I'm talking to you right now, you should be able to talk to me or to your friend or your neighbor or have a little chat with your pet. Okay, now we're going to do some toe touches, so just bring your foot up and touch. Go ahead and swing those arms around to warm up the shoulders as well. Okay, now we're going to our mat or towel. You're going to walk your hands out, and as much as you can, walk them back up. Just trying to get those motions so we can get all of our muscles and joints warmed up. All right, now we're going to walk them all out, all the way as mountain climbers. If you feel like that's too much of a workout for you for the warm-up, go ahead and just bring your knee up. Remember, you do not want to be out of breath. You just want to be warming up your muscles and your joints. And rest. Okay, we've got 1 minute until we get started with our workout, the workout portion at least. Today we're going to do 2 rounds. Each round is 7 exercises. For each exercise, we're going to be working out for 40 seconds and resting for 10 seconds. Follow me as we go along. During that 10-second rest, you're going to be taking a breather, but I'm also going to be kind of directing you to where our next starting position is for the next exercise. Some exercises we're going to be going from standing up to going to our mat, and then next one could be standing up again. So just follow me. So we're going to be starting up. We're going to be starting in about 10 seconds. So get ready. 5 more seconds. And traveling squat lunges, so squat to the side, together, lunge forward, together. Go back to the other side. Make sure you're switching those lunges as well. So for those of you who might have knee issues, lunges is a big, could be a big problem. Just stick to that side squat. And if that's even an issue, just do squats. That's fine too. You just want to make sure you keep moving. Okay, next we're going down on our mat. We're going to go up into a plank in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead up in that plank. Now what I want you to do is alternate arm raises. So you're going to go right arm up, left arm up. Hold that up the whole time. If you aren't able to hold it up, go ahead and drop on your knees, but I want you to make sure your butt's down and then keep bringing those arms up. Squeeze those shoulder blades as you bring your arms up. 5 more seconds. Keep moving. And rest. All right, next we're going to be laying on our backs. So go ahead and lay down. And 1 flutter kicks. If this is too much for you, I want you to put one foot down, bring one up, and then alternate. Just depends on where your core is at, as far as the ability to hold those up like this. If you need to rest for a second. Maybe do a couple of those where you're just bringing the knees up and then try and get back into it. Okay, rest. Next one, we're doing lunge kickbacks, one side only in 2, 1, lunge forward and kick back. Now, as I said before, some of you might have knee issues that prevent you from being able to do this exercise. You can try just kicking back. You still get that booty work, or do a squat and kick back. So sometimes the lunge can be just too much, but you can do a squat, or you can just do a kick back. 5 more seconds. All right, and rest. 10 seconds. We're gonna do some punches. This one's pretty simple, but you can get worn out real fast. 3, 2, 1. Punch stance, go. As quick as possible, as many as possible. If you have water bottles or some small weights, you can feel free to add those on. If your shoulders start getting tired, shake them off a little bit and then get back into it. Try and keep your momentum. If you need to slow it down, go ahead and slow it down, but try and keep a pace that you can keep the whole time. 5 more seconds. And rest. Woo. All right, now we're doing lunge kickbacks. We're doing the other side. 3, 2, and 1. Lunge down, kick back. Make sure you're doing the opposite side from what you did before. Just a reminder, those of you who cannot do lunges, if that bothers your knee, then go ahead, try and do squats, kick back. If that's still too much, just get a good stance where you can balance and kick back. You want to feel it up here in your booty, a little bit in your lower back. 5 more seconds. All right, 10-second rest, last one. We're doing boat crunches. Down to the mat. 3, 2, 1. Boat crunch. Chest and knees together and back down. There's a couple different modifications that you can do for this if you need to, depending on what where you're feeling a little bit weaker on those. You can just put your heels down and you can adjust your chest, or you can put your elbows down and do just your knees, or you can alternate those too. 5 more seconds. Woo! And rest. Nice job. That was our first round. All right. Go ahead and catch your breath. We have 2 whole minutes rest. So you got 2 minutes to catch your breath, take a breather, maybe stay seated for a little bit like I am, but make sure during this 2 minutes you get up and walk around a little bit too. We want to bring our heart rate down a little bit, but not too much. We don't want to lose some of the warmth that we've already gotten. Okay, so for this next round, very similar to the first one, all different exercises though. So we're not doing the same thing as we did the first round. We're gonna have a couple of different exercises that I've put together. Just follow me. If at any point you feel like you didn't get enough out of that exercise because you weren't really sure what to do, feel free to rewind that tape, or you can feel free to go through the whole exercise again if you want to just watch through it to see the exercises first, or just rewind each time for each exercise. That's fine too, especially if it's your first time working with me and you're new to some of these exercises that I put together. Also, like I was just doing, make sure you are hydrating. I've got my giant water bottle for the day that I make sure to drink every day. Make sure you are hydrating. Okay, we're gonna get back to it in 20 seconds, so make sure you're ready. We're gonna be starting down on the mat, but on our stomachs. We've got 5 seconds, come on down. And 3, 2, 1, and we're doing Superman, and then push up from the ground. And Superman, make sure you feel that in your back. You should feel that Superman in your back here. If you need to, hold it a second to feel it, come back down, and then try and push up. If you can't quite push up all the way, that's fine. Go ahead and drop those knees or keep them down the whole time, and then push up from there and just keep the knees down. That's fine too. But make sure you're coming back down to get that Superman in. 5 seconds. And rest. Come on up. We're going to be doing some jump squats. And 3, 2, 1. Do a jump squat. Then side step while you're still down. Jump squat. You want to stay down doing that side step. Feel that burn. Now for some of you, the jump might be too much. That's fine. Just do a regular squat and then side step. Again, if that side step is too much for you, also, usually it's with your knees, go ahead and just do some squats. But make sure you're getting down low. Feeling that work. 5 seconds. And rest. All right, back on down to the mat on your backs. 3 seconds. 2, 1. We're doing foot rainbows. Go from one side of the mat up and over to the other side. For this one, this can be very challenging. The further you lean back, the harder it is. Also, if you can't get both of them over together, that's fine. Go ahead and do one and then the other. More seconds. All right, and rest. All right, going into the plank. 3, 2, 1. We're doing plank up, down. So start up, down, go back up. If you need to, feel free to go on your knees on this one. This one is, again, a little more advanced. So go on your knees and try and go up and down as many times as you can. If you start getting tired here towards the end, pause in that plank for a moment, catch your balance, and then get back into it. Almost there. And rest. All right, 180 switches. Everybody up. Start to the side. 3, 2, 1, and turn. Try not to lose your balance. Try and get down as much as you can to catch that jump, and use that to push yourself back up as you turn. For some of you, the turn might not feel really good on your knees or your ankles. Go ahead and just do some jump squats. Or you can do a jump squat and then step over. 5 more seconds. And rest. Back on down to that mat. Sit-ups. And 3, 2, 1. All the way down, all the way up. If you can't make it all the way up on your own, that's fine. You can either find something to tuck your toes under, is one option. The other option, you can use your arms for momentum, and let me show you what I mean by that. Bring your arms back and momentum up. 10 more seconds. This is a great way, using your arms as momentum, to keep going if you don't have something for your feet. Almost there. And rest. Last one, you guys. This one I call the crazy bear. Stand up. 3, 2, 1. You're gonna leap forward as far as you can. Bear crawl backwards. If those jumps are harder in your knees, then what I want you to do is just go down on all fours, bear crawl forward, and bear crawl backwards. Do as many as you can, as fast as you can. We are almost done with this workout. This is the last one. 15 more seconds, you guys. Get as much in as you can. Five seconds. And rest. Woo! Great job, you guys. Okay. Woo. Just like any other good HIIT workout, we need a good cool down after that, okay? So we're gonna do some stretches, do some nice deep breathing. Make sure you get that water first though. You always want to hydrate, especially if you're like me, doing this workout outside in hot Las Vegas. Make sure to hydrate. Whew. Nice deep rest. Okay, let's start some stretches. First, start with our legs. Stick one heel out. Go ahead and sit down into it. You should feel it back here in your hamstrings. If you're up here, you're not feeling it very much, sit down into it. If you need to, you might need to hold on to something as you sit down to make sure you don't fall, catch your balance. That's fine. Go ahead and do that. The main part is just feeling that stretch. Okay, go ahead and switch sides. Same thing, heel forward, sit down into it. Feel that stretch back here. Do our quads. This might be one where you want to grab onto something again. Go ahead and grab your toes. Feel that stretch in your quads and your hip flexors here. If you don't feel it, again, don't pull on your toe like this. You want to thrust your hip forward more. It's kind of hard to see a little. There's just a slight difference, but it makes a huge difference in that stretch, okay? Make sure you're grabbing onto something if you need to. All right, let's switch sides. Same thing. Push that hip forward. Make sure that you're just feeling that stretch also. It shouldn't be hurting. You should just be feeling that stretch. If it hurts, you're stretching it too much, and lay off a little bit. Let your hips go back a little bit. All right, now we're going to bring our arm forward in front of our chest, pull in with our other arm, and look toward your shoulder. And switch sides. Once we're done with these stretches, please feel free to stretch anything else you feel like you worked extra that we didn't cover in these stretches. All right, let go. Now we're gonna go up and over and pull on your elbow just a touch. Get a little stretch there. Switch, make sure you're breathing. Make sure you're not pulling it so it hurts, just so you feel the stretch. All right, let's get a few more big breaths in, okay? We're gonna breathe in and out. In and out. One more. In and out. Thank you everybody for joining me today. Again, feel free to do any more stretches that you need to. Make sure you drink lots of water and get some good rest today. You did a great job, and I'll see you next time.